Okay, cool. I see a hostile. I bet it's a turret. What's going on here? Man, I hate being in places where I don't know where the bad guys are. What is that? Is that some kind of vertibird? They don't have helicopters in Fallout for some reason. What should I use? Oh, that might be a bit too much. There we go. Just use a shotgun for close encounters. Open this door. I hear stuff. Oh, that's a mutant guy. Alright. Come on! Come at me! Oh, you've got a rifle of some kind. Oops, that's not what I wanted to choose. The weapon of choice is not that one. Wait for it.
We are the future!
Bang! Right in the face. That kind of hurt, though. Bang! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Just like Doom, man. That's very satisfying, actually. 32 caliber, hunting things. 32 caliber rounds, hunting rifles. Okay. I will crouch here and attempt to repair my hunting rifles, because the world revolves around me. Assault rifle cannot be repaired. Hunting rifle. Yay! Ugh. Come on. Yeah, look at that. I think that's... Oh, look at that. Now I have hunting rifles of... I don't always understand how this how this system works, but it's all right for now. Okay. You are dead. Ugh. Take that. I'm tired of you stupid mutants being all in my capital of America! Damn it! We don't take that kind of crap here. Okay. That is the hunting rifle. I don't see any more hostiles, so let's try and... Let's see, this was where we entered, so we could start reading things, because you want to know that, don't you? This is a scaled model of a prototype military transport vehicle being developed by the U.S. military. The XVB-02. Can't tell if that's an O or a 0. Vertibird is a VTOL vertical takeoff and landing craft with an extremely durable armored fuselage and can be armed with a variety of offensive weapons and defensive countermeasures. This is the most advanced aircraft of its kind ever developed, and the military hopes to press them into service by 2085. Yeah, you're not gonna have enough years to do that. Alright then. Steal the vertibird plans. Get 10,000 experience points. That's another game. What else is going in? A garbage can. Planetarium. This is nothing. Wow, this place is like collapsed and stuff. Let's stay on the top floor for now. Is this more the same information? Yep. Well, I'd better check all of them because one of them led to a... Hello? No reason for that. One of them had a... Yeah, there we go! Number 2! We're on a scavenger hunt! Uh-oh. Okay. I'm going to save, because I don't know what this thing does. Let's try 24, because that's Jeff Gordon's number. Hashtag error. Sequence locked. Okay. That's not what I wanted. So... Okay. So Jeff Gordon is not racing into the future. Reload. About 38. That's Kevin Harvick? No. Error. System locked. Man, computers and me do not get along. Out of... Yeah, take that! Reload. In more ways than one. Fine. Jeez. 53. 002 confirmed. Need 3 confirmations. What the hell does that mean? Man. Okay. So there's presumably other terminals throughout the museum that have some sort of computer findy seeky code thingamajig in them. Okay. That's very interesting. That's actually kind of clever. I do say so myself. Hey, that's a fire extinguisher. Do not shoot the fire extinguisher. It explodes. Haven't you ever seen any movies? Ever? What's going on here? Super Mutant is dead. This display is... Activate exhibit under construction. This exhibit is undergoing renovation and should return soon. Thanks. It's, not gonna be returning anywhere. Haha. Just a quick... I think I cut a bit of my... I think I cut a bit of the mic out inadvertently because of my enthusiasm. I just needed a drink of water. There's so much talking and reading and things. Activate Delta Rocket! Let's do that! Delta 9 rocket information. The Delta 9 rocket commissioned by the USSA in 2020 was the last of the manned rockets that sent our brave American astronauts to the moon. The Delta 9 was in use for almost 15 years before being converted for military use and having the crew and instruments sections replaced with a nuclear warhead. Boom! The Delta 9 recorded over 77 successful launches, making it one of the most successful rockets in U.S. history. The rocket, developed entirely by USSA scientists with no help from those crazy Germans, was a single-stage vehicle. Single-stage rocket? That's not really... What? You can't use a single-stage rocket to go to the moon? Ugh. My Buzz Aldrin sense is tingling. With an ejectable cruise section or satellite storage bay, the propulsion system was a nuclear electric derivative drive. Oh, very fancy. Using a massive electrical jolt to start the nuclear reaction on launch. The cruise section was protected from the radioactive chambers by way of a massive titanium vanadium disc. The spacecraft had the capability to sustain 2 astronauts for up to 24 days maximum. The longest recorded spaceflight in a Delta IX rocket was a 17-day Zeus 12 mission to the moon. Very fascinating. Instrument section. More text. Oop. Wait. Oh, I see. Show crew set. Oh, you set them to light up. So these things should. Oh, it doesn't really look that much different. That's okay. There's enough reading already. So much text and words and things. Your rocket is ready, and the sound is starting down. Uh-oh. One of those assholes is gonna shoot at me, I guess. Where's my... Oh, not that! Where the hell is my good old KF-7 Soviet? There it is. Where are you shooting at me from? Why would you be shooting at a museum anyway? That's ridiculous. Gore bag. Ugh. It makes a Udy grossy sound too. Because it has to. Where are you, you scumbag?
Can't escape me! Just stand still!
Are you down there? What? Oh! This is not at the museum I was promised. Let's go up the stairs. Have a better vantage point.
You have to come out sooner or later. Can't escape me.
Super mutants are dumb. I said it. I hear movement, though. Very interesting.
Gotcha. Just stand still.
Oh, there you are. Hello. Actually, no, I'm not going to use my ping. Oh, that's the shotgun. That's not what I wanted. Where's my... Oh! Dang it. Where is my... assault rifle? Minigun. Assault rifle is mapped to 7. I thought I pushed 7. There we go. Pick you off. Ha-ha! Ping, ping. Ka-ching, ka-ching. You are dumb and stupid and ugly and various other adjectives. Give to me your crap that you're not using, because you're dead. Good old KF-7 Soviet. Not pushing the right buttons. There we go. Hunting rifle repair. Can I? No? Can I use the hunting rifle to... something like that? You can kind of... Okay, never mind. That's good. No, not hunting rifle. Gotta pull out my big guns. Well, not really that big. The Delta IX rocket was donated by the United States Space Administration by a grant from the United States Department of Antiquities. Oh, how nice. Save. Presume that's the same thing. Okay. Museum of Technology. Moving up these stairs, now that I am not burdened by having to shoot people. Small ruined book. I heard something. Hey, a vending machine. Nuka-Colas and Quantums. They increase your action points, but I don't really seem to have too many action points. Fire hose nozzle. I don't know why I would have expected something else to be in there. Pork and beans. Can I eat that? Fancy lads snack cakes. Okay, sure, why not? Open garbage can. Wonder glue is worth something, apparently. Oh, even the hostess things are radioactive in the future, man. Ugh. My radiation is like way the hell up to the thing there. I should try to get denucleated at some point. What's in here? Oh, you need a lockpick. Oh, God. Ugh, I hate lockpicking in this game. It's not a thing I enjoy. Ugh. So I'm going to be stymied from my quest to get the giant radar dish, huh? No, you keep your ant meat. I don't need it. Can I go down? Does it go down further, I guess? Where did we come in from? I don't remember. Wasn't the ground floor, though. Strange lighting. How does this lighting work, anyway? Why is everything so green and weird? Activate spacesuit! This is the actual USSA deep spacesuit worn by Captain Carl Bell on May 5th, 1961. What? Huh? Captain Bell is credited as being the first human in space on board the space capsule Define 7, but this has been consistently refuted by both the Soviet Union and China. Define 7's flight lasted for a total of 12 minutes and 7 seconds, has achieved one full revolution around the Earth. That's not historically accurate. I would like to say that history is written by the victors, but I don't think we were very victorious in this nucleated, bombed out, exploded place. Okay. There's another thingamajig. Oh, number 3. Okay. I should save so I can access it. Let's see, 99 is Carl Edwards. 105 is the Thunder Chief. 111 is the Aardvark. 113 is, I don't know. Hey, I guessed correctly. Need 3 confirmations. Well, I have 2 now. Good for me. This unusual flag was recovered from the surface of the moon by the very last manned flight to its surface in 2052. The flag is from the old Valiant 12 Virgo 3 lunar lander that touched down November 14, 1969. Its remarkable condition can be attributed to its construction. The flag is actually made of special materials to withstand the harsh environment of space. That last part is at least a little bit accurately true. Can I take the flag of the... I don't know. It would still seem kind of wrong to loot the museum. Did I miss something? Nope, I don't think so. Coffee pot. And this was... spacesuit? Okay. It's over here. Whole lot of nothing. There sure is a lot of nothing in this game. Oh, that looks like a dead guy. Oh no. This is the actual skeleton of Captain Carl Bell, who died on May 5th, 1961 after space capsule crash landed. Oh no! Captain Bell is credited as being the first human in space on board the space capsule to find 7, but this has been consistently refuted. Donated by Edwina Bell. Oh, your wife kept your skeleton and gave it to a museum. That's not freaky at all. Not in the slightest. Closed door. What's going on here? That desk is not deskinating. What's that? That is a vacuum cleaner of the future, I guess. More empty things. Oh, hello. Uh-oh. Yep, there's the guys that don't like me. Uh-oh, I'm gonna die. Let's not do that, though. Ugh. Oh, yeah, that was gonna happen. Alright. Okay. Well, that's not so bad. I mean, it's been a little while since I've died. That sounds really weird when you say it like that. Why are my health points so low? What can I do to eat some dog meat, radioactive dog meat? Can I eat human flesh? Oh, 9 rads per second. Plus 1 HP. All rat meat. Ew. Ugh. Pork and beans. Hit points are somewhat replenished. Okay. I do want to save in a new slot, though. Not that it matters, because I'm using all the quick saves anyway. Just because my radiation ticker is like going into the... almost into the red zone. And the red zone is for loading and unloading of neutrons only. Okay, what weapon should we use? Not the fist. Not that. Good old hunting rifle. See if I can sneak up on him. Just trudging around the museum. Did they even have a pass? Did you buy your tickets? You're gonna be late for the Omnimax show or whatever. Oh, come on. Come back. I want to shoot you in the head. Oh, oh. Dang, that didn't work. Oh, no, that didn't really work. Oh, no.
When you're dead, human!
Alright. That's enough of this crap. Well. Okay, Rambo. We'll have to do it. Whoops. Better. Let's load just because I don't want to set them off with the things. Alright. Wait for that guy to come down the stairs. Shoot him in the...
No more games.
Uh-oh. I'm stuck on terrain. Yeah! Alright. Oh, my minigun's not very aimable. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay then! I gotta think of a better way to do this. What would James Anderson do? Besides die? Don't I have a sniper rifle? That might help. Lincoln's repeater. This might be a time for Lincoln's big-ass gun. You know that? Let's try that. See if I can emancipate and proclamate some super mutants in the face. Come on. Bang! Oh, I didn't get a good shot off. Alright. Wait for you to come. Oh, my shooting percentage is not good. Ka-ching, ka-ching. Oh, you missed with all 3 shots, didn't you, L1011? That is not good. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, come on. Shoot him in the head. There we go. That's one. Ping. Oh, yeah. Bing. Headshot. All right now. We're rocking and rolling. Thank you, Lincoln. I'm taking a lot of damage, though. Why would you have an assault rifle and a hunting rifle? He asked the guy who has a giant arsenal of weapons in his own inventory. Ant meat? What? No, no, the other guy. Oh, 556. 556. What does 556 do? That goes into the minigun, right? No, it doesn't. It goes into the assault rifle. I like the assault rifle too. Hunting rifle cannot be repaired. Come on. Any of these? There we go. That will fix up things, and I will serve. That's, yep. Okay, pull out the good old KF-7 Soviet. As we trudge along the war zone that is DC. It's actually, there's less guns here now than there are in the real DC. Oh, did I say that out loud? I didn't mean to. Did I kill all your stupid mutants? Because you're stupid. Stupid and dead. Alright. Sit on a bench. What is over here? World War II fight medals. The medals in this case were typically awarded to American pilots in World War II. From left to right, top row to bottom, Medal of Honor, etc., etc., etc. Oh, that somebody took all the medals. Why would you even do that? Hey, wait a second. Isn't that the thing that I'm supposed to get the thing off the thing of? The communication dish on the Virgo 2 lunar lander appears to be easy to remove. Yoink! Ugh. I am carrying around... Where is, It only weighs 1 pound? Seriously? Okay. Sure, why not? It's the future after all. Wow. Just going in and taking your stuff out of your history. That P-51 is missing a wing. Oop. Hey, USA, I see that. There's some, like, more destroyed ruins over there. Alright now. Salute the flag. On July 16th, 1969, the Virgo 2 lunar lander Valiant 11 became the very first manned space vehicle to touch down on the moon. The Valiant 2's crew consisted of Captain Richard Wade, Captain Mark Garris, and Captain Michael Hagan of the USSA. We salute these brave and noble men who took the very first steps on a planetary body other than our own. So differing from the real history of history. Wade, Garris, and Hagan. I don't know. It's I was hoping there was some... thinking if there's some kind of in-joke in there, but I don't seem to see one. Planetarium. Coffee pot. Ugh. Now I'm in the backside. Crouching and stealthily hiding behind the desk. Oh no! Whatever. Oh, let's see. Okay. Well, this should be another interesting museum information attraction. Oh, maybe not. Okay, I'll leave you be then. So this is the way we came in, right? Yes. All right. So then we can go up these stairs, or we can go this way. Where should we go? Let's go this way. Oh, that's like a skeleton, man. Oh, and I touched him. Ew. Like, ugh. Bones and things and ugh. Cannot sit on this couch in this configuration. Open door. Turret control system. I don't have any science skill. I'm too stupid to operate science. Oh, did you leave your ribs and meats on the counter? Ugh. God, what are you guys doing in here? Oh, 10mm pistol, I'll take that. This is creepy and weird. Pre-war money! Always good for spending. Somehow. All these fancy controls. What is this turret system thing I've been hearing about? Oh. Well, there's your problem. That reminds me of the Strong Bad. The Bubs put a shotgun shell through Strong Bad's lappy. Actually, it's in the same place. It's just got a big hole in it. That's my terrible impression. Security office safe requires key. I bet I cannot lockpick that because I'm a dork. Well, where is the key? I could sit in a chair. Really? Man your battle stations, men! No, that's not that exciting. Museum of Tech Security. Of course I can't operate it because my science skill is dumb. And the buttons are confusing. Gotta call my grandkids to make them tell me how to operate my iPhones. Well, that's kind of lame. Alright. We can go this way, though. I should pull my gun out, because I like to walk around with a gun out. Oh, this is the planetarium. Oh. This is the theater. Oh, it's nice. Can I...
For as long as history has been recorded, man has had an insatiable hunger for knowledge regarding the universe.
Awesome!
To understand why man is so interested in this unknown expanse of space around our little world, we must take a journey.
Wait,
Please,
I'm being shot.
sit back, relax, and free yourself from the bonds of our planet as we go for the
What the hell? Don't shoot at me while I'm sciencing! That's very rude! Urgh. What the hell, man?
As history has been recorded, man has an insatiable
Ugh. Just give him the whole clip, damn it! What the hell?
Sit back, relax, and free your...
I need a stim pack, not a weapon. Damn it, Jim! I'm a doctor, not a... I don't know. Yay! Why would you interrupt me while I'm sciencing? That's very rude. Take hunting rifle. What the... How did you disintegrate like that? 32 caliber rounds, I'll take those. Hunting rifle. Some more rounds of stuff.
To understand why man is so interested in this unknown expanse of space around our little world, we must take a journey.
Maybe I can...
Please, sit back, relax, and free yourself from the bonds of our planet as we take off for the stars. Star. Planet as we stars.
Uh-oh.
For as long as history has been recorded, man has had an insatiable
It doesn't seem to work right. I wonder if I can repair it.
To understand why man is so interested in this unknown
This
expanse
entrance
of
is
space
blocked
around
off.
the world,
But there's no anywhere to go there anyway.
please sit back, relax, and free yourself from the bonds of our planet as we take off for the stars.
Okay. So this is where I came from. Oh no, this isn't. Have I? No, I don't remember this room. Do I?
To understand why man is so interested in
And
this unknown expanse of
Benton
space
can.
around our little
There's
world,
there's stuff laying around.
journey. Please sit back,
Man,
relax, and free
you're
yourself
leaving your
from
garbage all over the
our
place.
planet as we take off for the stars. Stars.
How do I?
Planet as we stars.
How do I fix
For
ye?
as long as history has been recorded, man has had an insatiable hunger
Ah.
for knowledge regarding the universe.
Okay.
To understand why man is so interested
Authorized personnel only.
in expanse of space around our little
I am authorized. Open first aid box. Oh, Stimpaks, I love you so. Shelves of nothing. Open gun cabinet. I'm sure I can't pick the lock. The lockpick skill of. I don't know. That kind of makes me feel better. Friggin' heck. Empty desk. Coca-Cola Quantum is worth something. Whiskey is worth something to someone. Milk bottle. Research leads terminal. Is this the same I've... Yes. I've read this already. Yeah, somebody needs to fix the planetary projector. The intergalactic planetary intergalactic projector. You might say somebody has sabotaged it. Get it? Get it? Sabotage? That's another Beastie Boys song. I don't say sabotage. I say sabotage. Okay. This is... Where does this go? This is where I came from. This is where I came from. Alright. I think I understand now. Okay. So. Actually, I should probably use my map for something useful. Instead of not useful. Museum of Technology Atrium tells you where to go to things. Well, we didn't go this way. Nope. That F-80 is not gonna be shooting any stars anytime soon. Planetarium's still going, huh? Why did all these planes crash in here? Alright, closed captioning, come on. What's this that? Tin can? And a lantern. A lantern that has been on for 150, 200 years. Activate far out space facts! Oh, lots of words. The planet Jupiter is larger than 1,000 Earths. That's great. The outer layers of the sun have what's known as differential rotation. The equator of the surface rotates once every 25.4 days, but near the poles it rotates once every 36 days. That's actually pretty interesting. That's why the sun, if you ever get a look at it, well, don't look into the sun, like, actually, but if you ever get a look at it from, like, NASA cameras or satellites or something, it always looks like it's kind of roiling and boiling. That's because it's rotating at different speeds. A neutron star is completely dense and solid matter. I know some people who might be neutron stars. In fact, it weighs a trillion times heavier than lead. That means a piece of a neutron star the size of a pinhead would weigh as much as a large building. The sun loses almost 4 million tons of mass every second by turning hydrogen gas into energy. That adds up to almost 345 billion tons per day. There are about 175 billion galaxies in the observable universe, each with as few as 10 million stars up to giants with 1 trillion stars, all orbiting a common center of mass. Really makes you feel insignificant, doesn't it? If all the particles that make up Saturn's rings were gathered together, they would form a sphere about 120 miles in diameter. Interesting. I did not know that. Olympus Mons, a volcano found on Mars, is the largest known volcano in the solar system. It is 370 miles, 595 kilometers across and rises 15 miles, 24 kilometers. That's 3 times taller than Mount Everest. It sure does. But the thing about Olympus Mons is that the slope of it is so subtle that you don't even realize, you can't even see the, if you were standing on the horizon, you would barely be able to see the actual size of it. Is this all the same facts? Yeah, okay. I have learned myself enough today. Open garbage can. Carton of cigarettes. I know somebody who could smoke those. Whiskey. Empty whiskey bottle. That thing's still going on, huh? Alright now. So, looks like this place is all bombed out to hell. We have another stairway to go. Have I been here already? Activate museum thingamajig. Nope. Not that special. How about this one? Hey! Oh, I already did that. I guess. Yeah, I've already been here. I'm going in circles. Well, it's hard to tell the difference between all the crap that looks like other crap. Jeez, man. Okay, so we went that way. Okay, where do these doors go? Door to Museum of Technology Atrium. I'm gonna save there, because I'm afraid there's gonna be big guys there. Okay. Oh, this is the... Right. This is how you get... That's the front door. Oh, I'm so dumb. Okay. So we went there, that way. We went this way. Can't go this way. Already went this way. Right? Did I... Yeah, I looted that vending machine already. Cannot open ye locked door. And, I guess that's it. How many times are you going to get to jump down so many flights of stairs at a museum? It would really hurt if you did it in reality. Ugh. But it doesn't hurt me, because I'm a computer character. I think I've done just about everything I can do in here. Open door. This goes to the... I think I've been here already. Yeah, there's dead guys there, so I know I've been there already. Okay, I guess that's the end of the Museum of Technology. Unless... confirmations. I didn't find the other one. It must be behind that locked door. That would be the thing of it, wouldn't it? Jerk. How do I get out of the museum now? And the thing is still running. Go to... Oh, I'm getting lost. Alright, go this way. And then go, not this way. Aw, jeez, just use your map, man. That doesn't really help. I need to go up. More northier. Get to the Museum of Technology atrium. Oh, right. I think I need to go up the stairs because there is a staircase or something on one of the floors that, Is it this one? Where am I now? There we go. Okay. That's, If I jump from here, will I be penalized with injuries? Nope. I am a graceful gazelle, weighing 200 and something pounds and carrying 8 different kinds of tasty guns. Okay, I think that's gonna wrap up the Museum of Technology. Unless, whoops, no. Go the right way, come on, man. See, this is why the L1011 has has a navigator. Okay. So, we have the satellite dish. So, we should go put it in the thing, and I think we'll do that in the next one. And thank you for watching. As always, it's been a pleasure being with you. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, or subscribe. Also check out my other recent videos. And if you'd like, you can pledge to sponsor me at patreon.com/L1011widebody.